blows your hair back, baby? Whatever blows your hair back, studio.
As you all know, what up? I'm Tyler with Whatever Blows Your Hair Back.
Baby.
It's Luke with Whatever Blows Your Hair Back. Luke and I, we went to Miami last weekend to, what would you say we did out there, Luke? How would you describe it?
We went down to the 305 and we went to a boxing event. We brought a couple guys from Chicago brought us down there. I had trained one for about a week very intensively, no experience, never boxed before.
What was his name?
His name was Emmanuel, and he was going down there, Big E, going down there to box. It was his first ever fight on a week, not even, I think 10 days notice, 9 days notice.
On the Kick platform. K-I-C-K on the Kick card.
Adin Ross.
With Adin Ross.
And I believe there is Brand Risk Promotions.
And a lot of people don't really know. A lot of people I talk to don't know Adin Ross or even the Kick platform. The Kick platform is similar to Twitch. It's a younger generation streaming platform. So I mean, these guys are all there, like 27 in their 20s. But I would say it's a younger. They came up from they're younger, and they're kind of they're hanging out on the Kick platform. We're trying to get familiar with it, and it's all green, cool logo. So what they did is they had a fight. So they took all the biggest streamers that's on the Kick platform, the guys that talk shit, whatever, they had enemies, and they just put a fight on at the Adin Ross Content Creator House in Miami. I don't think they call it a Content Creator House, but we're calling it a Content Creator House because when we went there, it was designed just like this platform. I mean, they didn't have the sweetest podcast, but I seen they had the same camera gear as I did. They had a boxing ring. They had couches, TV, gaming, drinks, refreshments, refrigerators all around. So they had pretty much the same. They even had the same basketball hoop we got down here, Luke.
Yeah, pop shot, baby.
And they had a great layout. So let me pull my phone out here, Luke, and fill them in what I missed because I got all my notes right here. So I got it right here, dude. I got the notes already laid out. Kick event. So let's start with the weigh-ins, which I wasn't allowed to get into the weigh-ins at that time. They didn't know how to get me in the backstage. Could have showed up. But so describe the weigh-ins and what happened there.
The weigh-ins, they all got in. They had to do a doctor's check. They did their like blood pressure, normal fight stuff. And then there was also the commissioning body was there, which was like a karate / MMA commissioning body.
So it was not a boxing sanctioned event?
It was not USA boxing like the stuff is around here for amateurs, or I mean the nationwide, the biggest boxing sanctioning body. But they were a combat sport sanctioning body. And I think they did a pretty good job.
I did too. Like you're saying from the whole event standpoint?
In terms of the before fight stuff, the doctors, the weigh-ins, the checks, and then also the officiating, and I mean the judging was pretty much irrelevant. So
you had the two dudes talking shit, the heavyweights at the end. They thumped pretty hard.
That was the best.
I got a kick out of it.
Fisticuffs at the weigh-in. That was the best face-off there was. The rest of them, guys were not too serious.
There was 6 fights, so there was 6. I mean, there was 6 different bouts, and for what I recognize, what I know actually, there was a red corner, blue corner, right?
Indeed, there was a red corner.
So every blue corner lost. Everyone in the red corner won.
A side, B side kind of card.
The red card was the A side. The A side guys had fights on their belt. The A side guys were in the content studio, in the nicer campers, inside. We were outside in campers.
We got
a nice
campers. They were nice.
They were nice campers, and we were set up. And there was we went in there, and there was another fighter from the blue corner in there. And I'm talking to him, and I'm like, oh, this guy's fighting. He's getting his hands wrapped up. He's the first fight going out. And it's just him sitting over there with one other dude. They're big kick guys. They got like 100,000 subscribers. I could pull up their name, but I'll finish my story. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, so you guys on the first card? They're like, yeah. I'm like, so what's your experience in fighting? He's like, I've never fought before ever. I goes, you've never boxed before ever? He's like, no. And I'm just like, whoa. And then his partner that was just his buddy has no training experience either. So I just gravitated towards those guys, gravitated towards those guys and helped them out. So I grabbed the first fight of the night and cornered that guy and
Was
coached
it pre-B Stone or Keefe?
Keefe, yeah. You got. Oh, let's look at the bout sheet. That's where all their names are.
There you go.
That's still one. All right, yeah, you got it too. You can read off. I
Yeah.
actually have the real bout sheet in my pictures.
Got you. You had Keefe?
Yeah, say their names. Oh, here's the real. So the first fight was PR Beanstone. Yeah, and then Keefe.
Which guy were you in the corner for?
The PR Beanstone. So these are their screen names. We weren't really good with getting their names, but this guy is PRBEEN Stone, STONE, and he fought from the red corner, Keefe. And man, I was representing the blue corner, and
I was watching. We were watching from the trailer back, watching it live as it streamed. Guess what? The first thing you saw coming out of that tunnel was
whatever blows your hair back.
this jersey right
studio.
here. Yeah. I couldn't believe Tyler got it.
Yeah.
it was.
I was trying to get someone to
Mastermind.
wear the whatever blows your hair back shirt. I was trying to get someone to wear it all night at this because there's like a couple 100,000 viewers on this kick platform. It's in front of 200,000 people. So these guys were all nervous. It's like their real fight. They get the walk-in deal, and I'm like, wow, and they're fighting in front of 200,000 people.
No experience, no
No
training.
experience, no anything. And then I walked out with my logo on, and they're like, "Hey, whose shirt is that?" And I'm like, I didn't even say anything because I was walking out with the fighter, and they're like, if that guy wins, I want that shirt. I want to sign it. I was like, oh man, cool, because you weren't supposed to wear shirts out, and so like my logo flashed in front of it, and like he knew that brand got hit with a couple 100,000 followers. So I was like, sweet, we made it that far. But he had to win for it to matter.
Indeed.
So my guy, for not having any fights or never even having boxing gloves on before, he went in there and like tried his best. He got beat, and he was catching some hard hits. He's got some hard ones.
Was
But
it
he hung
stoppage
in
or did
there.
it call all the way?
We went all the way to no. It was stoppage in the last end of the second round. He just didn't want no more, and he had no business being in there because he was tired at that point.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is with these fighters that have no experience. They try to turn their head away, and then a guy just keeps pow, coming from the side of his head's there.
Protect yourself at all times. Never take your eyes off your opponent.
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
it doesn't save you turning your head away. What they don't know this.
They might have been told, but they just don't execute on game day.
It was hard for me because he was going on to fight, and I had to train him in like 2 hour span of like whatever I could
Not
do to
even.
help. And so I'm like
2
trying to
hours
do.
generous.
I didn't even teach him a 3-4 or anything. I'm like just ones and twos, dude. Just double jab. He's like,
He landed a couple shots.
I know he did. I seen that, and he had long and they're slow,
Saw
and they
that.
landed.
We
He did.
saw that.
But he had a good heart. Caught some blood, dude. He was bleeding, and I tried to corner him the best I could. Anyways, if this is streamed on Kick right now, you guys check that fight out. I did. I was on his corner for that one. Moving on to the second fight of that night. So anyone streaming in with Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, you guys might not know the fight we're talking about because it was on this Kick platform in front of all that audience. So look it up. It's KICK. It's in your apps. Download the app or whatever.
I think it's on YouTube as well
It's on,
now.
check it out. It's all green like this. We took the gloves. Hey, Kick, anyone from Kick at the content house, are you guys missing a set of gloves? These were gloves from the fight. I'm like, I seen them just laying there on the ground, and I was like, man, no one's even taking accountability for these. I took them just so I can call you guys out. If you guys want your gloves back, you got to come to Whatever Blows Your Hair Back studio and get your boxing gloves. Because there was, 12 sets? Didn't you guys know you're maybe missing one? They're right here at the studio. Ha! They still got blood on them and everything. We took them. If you want them back, get a hold of the studio. We'll talk about giving them up. And while we were in, oh, by the way, guys, if you can count the Easter egg hunt, there's an Easter egg hunt in here. How many eggs can you find? Put it in the comments. We got some eggs hidden here in the scene. See how many you can count. And we're not giving you anything if you count the right number, but it'll be a game while you watch us. Right, Luke?
Yeah.
And we were at Boxer training, so you guys follow us along. You guys know we were in Miami. We always go to Boxer and train. Great time.
Dope place.
Benavides was there the whole time I was training. He was training in the ring next to us. All my friends were there.
Did
Shout
you
out
say that
Tomahawk Dwelly. What?
You shared the ring with David Benavides?
Well, this is how
Like you were in the same ring.
I was in the ring next to him, which is just a foot away. But then I jumped over to his ring. My buddy Tommy Dwelly, Tomahawk, which is a professional fighter, doing well. He's got a fight coming up in Virginia. Good luck, buddy.
Good luck.
I was just ringside with him while he was in the ring.
Cool.
I mean,
That's pretty cool. How did the
I didn't
Mexican
engage.
monster
It'd
look?
just be nice to be in the room with greatness. I wasn't like, oh, pictures. I didn't take any
Do you feel
pictures,
like
man.
Canelo's ducking him with this money?
No, I don't think that. I just think that's just the boxing game, man. Shit's going on out there. I did see Ermal too, who's doing really well. He's been winning all his fights. I'm a big fan of him. The sniper, the Albanian sniper. If you guys don't know the Albanian sniper, my buddy. You guys know I went to Dubai with him. He's always fighting across the world, fighting on cool cards. He's coming up in the game. You will see him around. He's a badass. And then their coach Donato, who used to be my coach, who we didn't get along with, but then we rubbed shoulders again at Boxer. He came by and he gave me a little shoulder nudge, and I was like, I looked up at him. He's taller than me, and I'm like, I don't want no fucking problem. He's looking down, staring at me like this far away. I'm like, damn, dude, are we about to get into it right now? I'm like, this shit's from some drama about 2 years ago, a year and a half ago.
Check out might have been our first big
Check
podcast.
out the real,
the Truth Hurts.
the boxing community Truth Hurts video I did. Man, I got smashed down pretty hard out there by those guys. It's a hard game out there. But anyways, we squared up, and we went eye to eye death stare for like 5-10 seconds, and I'm like, I was smiling like, dude, you want to do this? Like, what are we doing? I ain't got no problem, and I'm, I was like ready to go after it, and then he just smiled and walked away. And I'm like, whew.
Well, stood your ground, champ.
Yeah, stood my ground. But that's what happens in gyms. When you get squared up on, people come in your face. Like,
Especially
what are you
when
gonna
you're
do?
a guest from out of town.
I'm a guest from out of town. I'm getting squared up on. I'm like, and he's a coach. I don't want any beef with him. Like, and that's his territory. A little bit my territory too. But Donato was from the top. I mean, I feel welcome there. I'm friends with everybody. So shout out you guys at Boxer. Definitely don't want no problems. I love everyone there. It's a great time, great energy. You got to experience it.
I loved it there. It's great.
Yeah. All right, we're going back to the second bout. We're going to get up to Luke's bout. So, Luke, tell them why we even got this card, who you know, and why we ended up in Miami helping these guys out on Kick, because really it came through you.
So, our boy,
Ball
Out Alex.
Shout out Ball Out Alex.
Shout out Ball Out Alex, who
Dude,
came
Ball
on
Out Alex,
down.
It was nice to have him in the room.
And he
who knew
came and
everybody.
actually sparred with Emmanuel the night before at Boxer.
And he sparred with everybody.
And I think
He's fighting in May.
he might be coming to the event here soon in one of these upcoming
And then
months as well.
we going with him too. So looks like there's gonna be a round 2 of the event for sure. We got some good shout outs there.
So he linked me up with this guy Emmanuel, and he said he's got like 9 days or 10 days to go fight in Miami, and want to know if we could train him. He's got to lose 12. He had to lose 12 pounds in the time as well. So he stayed the weekend with me. We trained 3-4 times a day. I had him eating only vegetables and meat, all this stuff. It was like Rocky, kind of experience. Then we all went down there. The promoter flew us down there, put us up, and we went to fight.
Paid for everything too.
Yeah, they put us up in the hotel.
The paid
flew for
event.
flights.
These fighters are getting paid like $5.
Professional.
How
yeah.
much? $5
I
grand.
think they all had different payouts.
Different payouts, but the one we were familiar with like $5-7 grand, and then
Just
if
to
you
show
knock
up.
out,
Which is probably, it's a good fee for someone with no fights or even a couple. But he did. He took the L. The stoppage in the second round. He got overwhelmed, man. He turned his head away, and he didn't really fight
his
back
guy
too much.
lost too. So I went on the first fight. I didn't really know that guy, so he lost. He was represented by Chicago, whatever blows your hair back. Second guy that comes out was actually Hate Caps, who is from.
He trained here one day.
He trained
up
here,
with,
so we kind of represented him from Chicago a little bit. I was like, we were kind of familiar with him. So that was another one of our
Hate
guys in the
Caps.
blue corner. He got beat in the second fight, and then the third fight was yours in the blue corner, and so he was Chicago, whatever blows your hair back. At that point, I was in the audience, and people were like, who are these guys in the white Chicago shirts? That's when I was like, Chicago, Chicago. And then they're like, man, you guys are getting your asses beat. And I'm like, yes, we are. and they're
Facts
like,
are facts, unfortunately.
and they're like, and why you right here? Like, your guy just got beat. I'm like, man, I'm here because I'm just trying to make the best of all these guys that don't have experience. I'm here to help.
We had a week to get them any kind of skill. Not
We had a week to get these guys up to par to get into
lose
a fight.
weight, never boxed, never laced up a pair of gloves.
Yeah.
And they went up against some guys who were tough, and took an ass whooping.
We're not saying it. It was a little A side, B side. That's all it is. Everyone knows the difference between A side, B side in the boxing game. It means one side's favored more than the other. We noticed the red side was favored more than the blue.
Underdog versus favorite.
So I was in the audience representing Chicago. They recognized it and they were like, "Oh man, Chicago sucks." I'm like, "Nah, man, we're here to help people. It ain't like that. We're not here just getting clout and our guys are losing." It's like these guys don't have no experience. We were the guys to step up, make sure their hands were getting wrapped. Having a towel, having their mouthpiece walking out, having a proper coach, having someone corner them. There wasn't any guys like that. The red team, the red side, they had gym logos too out there, and they had like 2 fights I found out. They're getting warmed up the right way, and if we weren't warming people up, Luke and I, those guys were not going to get warmed up.
They're just going to go in there,
Never threw a punch before. They didn't even know what a 1-2 was.
I mean,
so
cojones on them for going and doing that.
Yeah, but I mean, it was going down. And there was, like I said, there was a couple 100,000 people watching. So we got some exposure. We made a good example of what boxing's about.
I think so.
We held integrity to our side.
Indeed.
I heard some things. Maybe some fights were paid out or paid off. And there was a bet going on with one of your guys. Some rumor. I heard that. And maybe that went down. Maybe it didn't. Who knows? But when people lose, they say some stupid shit. Because they just can't handle their loss. So maybe people are just saying shit, but we don't want to make no accusations. All right. Then that wraps up the fights. Post-fight.
The big boys were the last fight. Actually, they had the halftime show. I think they had a couple rappers, and Andre Berto was there.
Oh, yeah. The halftime show. Yeah, they had some rappers there. Andre Berto was there. He's always that boxer.
Some guy I've heard of.
The ski mask guy, yeah. They were just rapping. They were having a good time.
Or something like that.
Yeah, while the rap thing was going on, I was hanging out in their chill space. People were smoking weed. It was a 420 420 event, kind of. They were just free. Like, people were smoking weed in there, and that was great. So I felt really comfortable about that. And I'm like, this is what I'm all about. Smoking weed, watching the fights. They were recording everything. It was a content studio in action with already people with the right followers there.
Indeed.
And we could put the same exact event on right here with our boxing ring, be talking about the fights from up here, having Adin Ross and those guys sit at the table right here watching the fight, and they could we could do the event here.
Chicago, fellas, let's do it.
They don't even got to bring no equipment out. We got the same camera equipment. We're already rolling, so we're rubbing. We're in the same room as all these big hitters, guys. All these big streamers. We're in the same room. We're just waiting to get a shot at their platform and get the video to all those guys that helped out. So all those guys,
subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe, and we pew. But any of you guys see us out there, all you kick guys, if you guys see this brand, recognize this brand, it was from the fights, and we're big fighters and boxers, and correlate it, bring us on, talk to us, because we're the discipline you guys need in that sport. We can help train you guys, give you proper coaching and guidance. Hopefully a couple months before, and do a training camp here. We even offer a free training camp to the next fighters who's anywhere in the Midwest. Get to come up here for a week, do a week training camp, sponsored by whatever blows your hair back studio, paid for, food, housing, whatever you want. We're going to take care of you and train you free of charge, and have the fights here at this studio and stream live on Kick, YouTube, Facebook, all those platforms. And that's our goal.
You must understand that this is probably going to be a very intensive week.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
You're gonna have to.
What are you saying? I can't hear you.
It's gonna be an intensive week.
Intensive week
like,
this week?
Of training for that week. If they come up for that camp with no experience, fair warning, you're coming up to go, and we're gonna put you through the ringer to get you as ready as you can be.
You're getting punched in the face 100%. I mean, you gotta get hit.
Yeah,
this shit, you guys, goes back to watching these guys spar. They didn't want to get hit in there.
It takes a while to get used to getting hit and dampening the blows.
Your guy kept quitting sparring, going, oh, my wrist hurts. Oh, I don't want to beat you tired. I just want to be honest. The amount of those guys are saying, I just want to be honest. Holy fuck, are you ever not going to be honest? And I'm just like, you guys need to take a punch and stay there. And at least Ballad Alex was throwing some punches and taking them, so he's got a little level up.
Yep.
Next run on the next one's in May 5th. Oh, Harv War Bangers event is on 4/20 here in Chicago, Cicero Stadium. Whatever blows your hair back, it's gonna be there. Million TikTok subscribers. This guy's got
Lucky Chucky.
Lucky Chucky. He's
Shout
the
out
guy.
Chucky.
Look him up on TikTok. Lucky Chucky Chicago. He was on TV. He does some cool reality shows and some prison shows.
Tells you all about Chicago too.
And he gives you information and education all about Chicago. He's good. He's fun stuff. He's fighting a guy out of Florida who talks a bunch of shit too. Check out this fight coming up.
And then we got some more local guys on the card as well.
More local guys at Harv War Bangers.
And there's an amateur show preceding it. It's all day. So you get the amateurs during the day and then the professionals at night.
I think Garcia and Haney are fighting on the same night.
They indeed are scheduled to fight that same evening.
Oh, man. That's a bummer, dude. That is a bummer. But we're going to be there, whatever. We're set up the whole studio. We got brand new camera angles coming. We're excited. We're going to have interviews going on. We're going to have all the fighters. We're going to have all the fight. We're going to have the content saved on our channel after the fights because it's streaming live and people are paying for them. But 1 hour after the event is done, we'll be launching the fight on our channel. So like, subscribe, and then you're gonna get that channel. And then when the fights come out, you guys it'll pop right up, and that'll be more entertaining fights too. These guys both have some real fights, and there's amateur fights on their card, so you're gonna see a lot of good fights on this one. It's not like the kick one. But these are all driven by social media influencers. Both of these cards and fights and events is all driven by the social media influencers. So we got to be in that game, and that's why we're on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram.
And kick.
I talk, you guys are all dicks out there. I'm like, dude, there's only like 3 people. Yeah, we're on like 8 different platforms. Sometimes there's 20, sometimes there's 3, sometimes there are 1,000 on different platforms. It's just different. Dickheads always judging us like, there's no one watching your show. Fuck off, man. We're here. We're enjoying it. We're not, and they're like, well, are you making money in it? Guys, I'm not here to make money in this shit. I made my money.
We're
I'm doing
elevating
my
Chicago
thing.
boxing, baby.
I feel fucked up that I even got to tell you guys this. Like, get off my back. Quit thinking I'm a drug dealer. I got friends calling me, asking me if I'm a drug dealer. I got other people thinking like I'm hiding that I'm broke. It's like, you guys, I worked so hard for the last 14 years coming up to get where I am right now, where you guys wouldn't work back then. Now I live a life that you can't live now. Don't hold that shit against me, man.
Can you say that one more time?
No, it's hard for me to say. Don't do that to me. And I'm seeing it by my friends not answering my phone calls. Like, I got the most haters I've ever had in my entire life. And when I get on the phone with you guys, the amount of mean things you got to say to me and critique me, it's like, put your ass in front of a camera or do something that's out of the box, ordinary for you, something that's uncomfortable for you, and go put yourself in a position to try to succeed. Just do it. And then come run your mouth to me and let the world judge you and just get fucking harpooned and just wait for it because it'll come. And the more people that chime into me, the more harpoons I catch. But shit you not, on another note, there are random strangers that approach me from at fights, whether we're coming out of that ring or a fight, wherever I go.
I've witnessed it.
And love this podcast and love what we're doing for boxing. They don't know me. So they're just happy to see someone do the help. Harv War Bangers, why do you think they want us to do their whole show? They're also paying us very, very hefty. So, and why do you think they hold value? Because what we're producing is hard to produce. It takes hundreds of thousands of dollars of whether you're building this space, getting the equipment, gathering the team of people to develop a logo and get as far as I have. And for you guys to just not support, it's outlandish. It's rude. It's hard for me to swallow, man. And I can't believe my closest friends, even my brothers, do not support. My family, my dad, my mom. It's rough. So I'm just out here taking hit. Pow, pow, pow. You guys. Coming up, baby. No more harsh talk of reality. I don't want to close out yet. I feel like I'm missing some things.
Check the notes. Check the itinerary, sir.
Run through your head the fights. Your experience in Miami together as a team.
Oh, at one moment I remember, it was the night before the fight. Me and Tyler we're sitting on this balcony overlooked the kind of overlooking the bridge over to South Beach and downtown Miami. And at one point he just turns to me, he's like, "Just take a moment. Right now, this is the dream. Just appreciate the climb. Where we're at, we're the fighter down in Miami."
When I said this is the process, I said this is what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, it hit me right, and it was a great
We had a moment out there on the balcony, and I said, this is what it's like climbing up the ladder.
Just appreciate
we
where
just
we're
made
at.
it up another level. It might not seem like that to you guys, but where me and this man made it this weekend, we got to go box in Miami. We were working. We were there for a purpose. We were there on an invite, paid to be there, and we were appreciated to be there, and we were needed.
Yeah.
And so everything that me and this man did in the last week was righteous, and I felt really good about all of it.
Yeah, it was good.
And I was happy to be a part of that event.
It was dog shit weather though. I mean, I liked it was raining, but they canceled like the Ultra Music Festival, so we got to see all these neon.
It was an Ultra Music Festival.
Neon women running through.
Shout out to my
puddles.
Miami friends. Got to let me stay at their house. Jean, Carolina, Anna. They all hung out with me, let me stay at their place. So I stayed for free there. They all took care of me, harbored me in, dealt with my ass. So shout out to those guys in Miami, my friends. Here's when we close out here, something I want to ask you, Luke.
Go ahead.
Question 1. Would you do that event again?
Yes.
So would I. I enjoyed it.
Indeed.
What did you take away from that event?
Man, that. Nothing, just continue to like that we're doing the right thing. That me and Tyler are pushing forward, moving and representing boxing in the right capacity. And that's what we're all about, doing it with integrity and honor and doing it the right way.
What I took away from that event is there needs to be people that know what's going on at those events, that's been in fights, that's been in boxing rings, outside the ring, coaching, hand wrapping, gloving, also from the correct spectators, even having some decent crowd members will even help a little bit. But some wild crowd members there. I enjoyed them. But they weren't your normal boxing fans.
It was rowdy.
They were erotic. They were screaming. So I took out of there that, we held our integrity, but we seen things around us that questioned our integrity for some clout and hype, and we didn't go down that road. But there was options to cloud our integrity out into that. It's like we had an out to do things that we didn't do, and so we stayed on the correct path.
Introducing whatever blows your hair back, baby.